Hey everyone, Steve here. Channel is SAJ4 Cards. Hope you're having a fantastic day. I've wanted to do this for a while, and I was given a good reason the other day. It took me a couple days to think about it, but those of you that know, well, you know. Um, on eBay, I had a unfortunate situation where someone swapped out a card that I had sold them. They sent back. They initiated a return and sent back a completely damaged, awful card. But that's a whole long story in itself. But it caused me to pause for a minute and think, because it just filled my head with all negatives, and I lost sight temporarily of all the positives in the hobby, and it caused me to reflect back on you know what brought me here in the beginning, way back in the 80s. Um, and many of you know that Yaz is my biggest PC, and it's not only because I liked Yaz as a player, but there was a connection with my dad. I'll try to not make this a long drawn out super story, because I know that the attention span on YouTube videos is pretty short unless it contains a $80,000 hit of that Zumason Williamson basketball guy. Um, but I'll try to keep it short. But my dad was never like a sports, guy. And, when I was a kid, we did watch, he was big into the Bruins. So we watched a lot of Bruins games in the early 80s. Um, but I don't ever remember any anything about baseball until I guess it must have been around 85 or 86. It was before I even started collecting cards at all. But he handed me down. Unfortunately, this isn't the original that he gave me. I had to replace it on eBay last year because everything from my childhood collection is gone. But um, it's a record album of the Impossible Dream season, 1967, and I listened to this and listened to it probably a million times. It was just awesome. And then shortly after that, I started collecting baseball cards. Obviously, I had missed Yaz's whole career. I was born a little too late, but um, here we are today. So I completed all of his playing years, and right there in the center is the rookie that I was able to pick up last year. And then these are just the archives or whatever other inserts that Tops had done. But then we have all the playing years up there. Sorry about the light glare, and then just some other random random ones. And I'm gonna add more to that wall. I have a box of them that I chose that I thought were cool that I want to put up there eventually. But I got a book, a couple graded cards, a stamp, just a bunch of oddball stuff. And I'm starting to ramble. Sorry. Um, so some for some reason, my dad, he never he. Geez, I'm getting choked up. We'll have to skip over all those parts. But anyways, there we are. Uh, so then I started a an album. There's no order to why or where any of these are. This is kind of cool. It's a 84 star complete set that they did of Yaz, and then some extras of some of the Tops cards that I have up on the shelf there. 70s, then the 80s, Fleer, Donruss. And then we get into all these random, and I'm blown away now all these years later at how many how many Yaz cards were produced, in the last 20 years as inserts or special cards inside of issue. There's some more extra 83 Topps All-Star. I think these came in the rack packs, if I remember right. Some more randoms. Just really cool cards. Then we get to this one. I can remember 87. I remember getting a few packs in 86 because that album that my dad gave me, it piqued my interest. But 87 was when I really first started buying cards. And I can remember the first one of these, Turn Back the Clock Yaz, that I had got out of a pack. I was so happy and waited for my dad to get home from work and run to him and show him that I had pulled a Yaz card out of a pack. It was awesome. Good memories. And some more just randoms. You get the idea. I don't have to bore you all with all of them. So inside that box, like I was saying, I want to add more to the wall shelves. It's just some really cool, good looking, oddball Yaz cards that I picked up in lots on eBay, or it's just really cool stuff. I mean, I had no idea that, I stopped collecting in the early 90s, so I missed roughly 30 years of the hobby. And seeing all of this stuff that has been made in the recent years as inserts and special subsets, it's just really, really cool. It's fun to collect. See, we're pushing almost 10 minutes. I'll try to wrap this up. But remember the Fleer sticker. So there's those, and then today, a guy, Joe G, on Twitter, he had reached out to me, as he has a bunch of older cards, and he pulled out a bunch of Yaz for me, and I got them in the mail today. There's several inside that sleeve, and also a few Jim Rice that I was missing, because there's a 77. Jim Rice is my next Red Sox player that I'm trying to accumulate all the playing years of. So there's some more. 81 Donruss, 80 Topps highlights with Brock. Oops. A couple more Jim Rice. There's that star sticker again. And then these were the ones that, because I'm at that point now with his original Topps, that I got at least one of every one of his playing years, and now it's time to add, the various league leader cards. Turn Back the Clock. I think it was 77. 68 Deckle Edge. Another batting leaders. That's a cool card. Living Legends bench and Yaz. 68 Yaz smashes 2 homers. 68 batting leaders. 70s leaders cards. These were 60. This is 68 Topps, but 67 home run leaders. That was his Triple Crown MVP season, 67. That's a cool card. Yaz and Schilling, Sockers. Another one with Yaz, Frank Robinson, and Al Kaline. Cool card. So thank you, Joe, for those. Glad to add those to my Yaz collection. Really appreciate it. So sorry I got kind of jumbled there with my words. It just me and my dad were never close, and we're still to this day not close. But that's a conversation for outside the hobby. But my main point was to so, I got really disappointed and disgusted with that whole transaction earlier this week, and I had to really think about things. And the major thing was why did I start collecting way back when? And I just wanted to share a little bit of that with you guys, and hopefully I didn't lose your attention in the first couple minutes, and you're still with me. But I know I didn't open up a box and pull a $80,000 Zumasan Williamson basketball guy, but maybe you enjoyed my Yaz cards and the little story with it. So I appreciate you all watching. I hope you have a great finish to your day and the rest of your week, and then enjoy that weekend ahead. And I'll see you next time.